Libra, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for July 13th through the 20th. All right, so I'm using the Soul's Journey deck here. And, we're going to take a look at, whatever comes up here, possibly how this is either feeding or taking away from your connection right now. All right, so the first card out, we have discipline. So somebody might be struggling with discipline in some way. Who knows? It says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So there might be a belief here from you or from your person that maybe you cannot accomplish what you set your mind to, okay? But there might be some discipline required here that isn't being demonstrated. What else do we have here? We have trust. So there might be an issue around trust, maybe on your part, okay? Maybe on their part. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So somebody's intuition is definitely talking to them. And then finally here we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So anytime a card comes up around health in a reading, I always attribute it to, mentally or emotionally healthy. All right. So somebody might feel a little bit emotionally unstable or emotionally unhealthy in some way. And, you can see where that could happen from a lack of trust or a lack of discipline. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? All right, so for discipline, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune is about moving forward, and it's about divine timing. So there might be something here. I feel like this is saying that you can accomplish whatever it is that that's on your mind here. You might not be disciplined in your thoughts. You might be having some sloppy thoughts right now, some negative thoughts. I feel like that's what needs to be cleaned up here, and that would be true for your person as well, okay? What else do we have here? We have Three of Wands. All right, so you might be in a situation where you're waiting to talk to somebody or you're waiting for somebody to figure something out. And instead of just handing it over, surrendering it to the universe and trusting, all right, you're possibly thinking worst case scenarios. You're thinking this person has left you for good or is so angry that they're never going to forgive you. That type of thinking really doesn't serve you, and it doesn't serve the connection. What else? Six of Pentacles. So this is calling for balanced thinking right now, because I feel like this is about sloppy thinking, okay? When you're thinking the worst case, when you're thinking that, when you start putting yourself down, when, you're constantly talking about the situation with other people, it's, and not in a positive way, it doesn't help. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help the situation. Six of Pentacles is calling for you to really be, to gain your to have your sea legs, so to speak, to be able to ride the wave of whatever is going on here between the two of you. And that does require a little bit of discipline. What's going on here with trust? 9 of Wands, cautious, suspicious. Okay, so now over here, I feel like there is a separation here, possibly between the two of you, or, you're waiting for somebody to possibly make a decision. But in the meantime, this type of thinking is causing you to be very cautious, very suspicious. If you're truly suspicious of your person, okay, if you truly think that they're doing something behind your back, or they're not being honest with you, you really have to ask, are you listening to your intuition? Because trust says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So if you truly are feeling like this person is, acting without integrity or not being trustworthy, that might be your inner guide saying, why are you doing this to yourself? You're beating yourself up in some way with all of these thoughts, and you're suspicious of the person that you might claim to love. What else do we have here? The Emperor. So, card of Aries. All right, you might be dealing with an Aries. All right, so, sometimes when people are very suspicious, it's because they feel like they have no control over a situation. You might be feeling very out of control when it comes to this person. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what they're doing. You're waiting on them possibly to make a decision. And it's like you have no control. So it could be a very frustrating situation. But your intuition is saying that, if you listen to your inner voice, it will guide you. And then we have 7 of Cups. So instead of trusting that things will work out the way that they're supposed to, okay, and I feel like they absolutely will, you might be looking at other choices. You might be looking at other people. Why are you doing that? I feel like it's a good question to ask yourself is, why am I looking at other people? Why am I looking at other choices right now when I really want this person? You might be looking at other choices possibly because you feel like this person isn't giving you the attention you want right now. It literally could be about getting attention and validation. You'd be surprised how, when you really look at relationships, when you really look at what people do, they do this. They want validation that they're still attractive. They want validation that, they're worthy. Or they want validation to make somebody else jealous or upset. None of those things serve you at all. They might complicate your situation for sure, but they don't serve this connection at all. What it's really about is surrendering and trusting that things will work out the way they're supposed to. If you feel like this person loves you, then you have to surrender and trust. Health. I feel like you're driving yourself a little bit nuts over this. The Moon. Yeah, because, when there's a lack of clarity, when you don't have answers, there's 2 things you can do. You can trust and you can have some discipline about how you react, or you can get you can get completely in your head. You can, tell yourself things that aren't true. You can base it on past experiences that have absolutely nothing to do with what's going on here. But you have the moon here, card of Pisces. You might be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries, but you don't have to be. But the lack of clarity is affecting your health, okay? And it's because of how you're reacting to it. It's not the situation, it's how you're reacting to it. What do we have here? 9 of Cups. Now, I like seeing this because if you are focusing on what your wishes are with this person, what your heart's desire is with this person, that's a beautiful energy to be in. Versus this over here, if this person doesn't want me or is acting like they don't want me, I'm just going to go out and get some attention elsewhere. That is not necessarily the best thing to do. Okay? 9 of Cups. One more. 7 of Wands. I like seeing this too. I like seeing 7 of Wands over 9 of Cups because that tells me that you know what you want, you know what your heart's desire is, and you're not going to accept anything less. So if you know that about yourself, why are you putting yourself through this? Why bother being suspicious? Why not choose to trust? You might have a desire to control the situation, and you are doing that possibly by, honestly, making somebody jealous, or by going out and getting attention from other people. Maybe you have friends of the opposite sex or friends of the same sex that you always get attention from, and you're purposely placing yourself around those people, taking pictures with those people, posting pictures of those people on social media with you. That doesn't help the situation. In order to expect trust from somebody else, you have to be trustworthy yourself. So that behavior doesn't inspire trust. All right. One more card. What'd I tell you? Surrender. I can release my need to control. You can release your need to control in this situation. Page of Wands. So Page of Wands, all right, is new insight. I think will receive new insight when you surrender. In other words, when you surrender your need to control or your need for attention and validation, and I'm not saying that, if you've been watching me for any period of time, you know that, there's no judgment here, and I'm not saying that anybody is a bad person here. This might be you, this might be what your person's doing, okay? But it's harmful to the connection regardless. So if you surrender to the universe, you'll get a huge sense of relief. Where it's like, yeah, you know what? I can't control this. I might as well not even try. And, if this person wants me, they know where to find me. And if I want them, I know where to find them. And, we can have a conversation like two adults. But I feel like the sooner that you surrender to the fact that you can't control this, that's when new insight comes in for you. Or surrendering is the new insight for you. it literally will give you a sense of relief. You have no idea the burden it has on you mentally when you're constantly trying to figure things out and trying to, you know, strategize and be in control. Surrender to the universe. The universe knows what it's doing. And when you surrender to the universe, you automatically align yourself to it, which means the next right thing will happen. All right, Libra, that is what I have for you. If you are looking for a personal reading, you can certainly reach out. If not, no problem. I will talk to you actually tomorrow again and with the daily readings. All right, so check those out. I'm posting those every day. I wasn't able to post on Saturday because my little boogie had to go in for some emergency surgery. He's perfectly okay, just so you know. But yeah, that's why there wasn't any reading on Saturday. All right, so have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, thanks so much. Bye.